Hello everyone, I am Dilpreet Kaur and this is the video lecture of science for class 7. Now, starting with the chapter, the name of the chapter is heat. But before proceeding with the chapter, let's talk about the goals and objectives of the chapter. This chapter will help you to understand the difference between hot and cold. Then we will also learn about the instruments that are used to measure temperature, that is clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. And proceeding further, we will also learn about conductors and insulators of heat. And at last, we will be discussing about modes of transfer of heat, where we will be learning about conduction, convection and radiation. So these are the major goals and objectives of the chapter. This mind map presents the overview of the chapter. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to define temperature, the instruments that are used to measure temperature, that is clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer, where we will be discussing about their use and the precautions. And then we will be moving on to the modes of transfer of heat, that is through conduction, convection and radiation. And at last we will be briefly discussing that why do we wear light color clothes in summers and dark color clothes in winters. In our daily routine, we come across a number of objects, out of which some are hot while others are cold. For example, a cup of tea just made is called hot, while the water taken from a refrigerator is called cold. So if I ask you how you decide the relative hotness or coldness of objects, then your answer will be simply touching the objects. But is our sense of touch reliable in telling whether an object is hot or cold? So this can be understood by performing a simple activity, that is activity 4.1. So in this activity, you have to take 3 containers and label them as A, B and C. Put cold water in A and hot water in B. And last, mix some cold and hot water in C. Then, dip left hand in A, right hand in B. After keeping for 2 to 3 minutes, put both the hands simultaneously in the container C. And our observations from this activity will be that we will not be able to distinguish that whether the water present in the container C is hot or cold. So we conclude that we cannot always rely on our sense of touch to decide whether an object is hot or cold. So students, sometimes our sense fools us. But now the question arises, then how do we find out how hot an object really is? So students, a reliable measure of the hotness of an object is its temperature. So how can we define temperature? That it is a reliable measure of the hotness or coldness. And temperature is measured by a device called thermometer. So what is a thermometer? A thermometer is a device that is used to measure temperature. You all must have seen the thermometer. Recall that when you or someone else had a fever, the doctor uses the thermometer to measure the temperature. So the thermometer that measures our body temperature is called clinical thermometer. Now let us study about some important features of clinical thermometer, means the thermometer that measures our body temperature. A clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. It has a bulb at one end which is filled with the mercury. Now, why mercury is used in the thermometer? Because mercury is liquid in room temperature. Secondly, it has a shine and thus it can be seen easily. And also, it does not stick to the inner surface of the thermometer. You can also see here that on the glass tube, a scale is present to read the temperature. And the scale we use to read the temperature is Celsius scale. Now, what do we mean by a Celsius scale? The Celsius scale is the scale that we use to read the temperature. And Celsius scale is the most commonly used scale of temperature. The temperature in Celsius scale is denoted by degrees Celsius. And the range of clinical thermometer is from 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. Now again, the question arises that why the clinical thermometer has a short range, that is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. The answer is because a clinical thermometer reads the temperature only from 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. And the fact is that the temperature of human body, it normally does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. And important point to remember here is that the normal temperature of human body in degrees Celsius is 37 degrees Celsius. And also, a clinical thermometer usually has two temperature scales marked on its glass tube on the two sides of mercury thread. That is, one is the Celsius scale of temperature that we have discussed now, and second is Fahrenheit scale of temperature. And the range of scale of temperature marked on thermometer for Fahrenheit is 94 degree Fahrenheit to 108 degree Fahrenheit. And the normal temperature of human body on Fahrenheit scale is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. And one important feature of clinical thermometer is that a clinical thermometer has a kink or construction into the glass tube just above the bulb containing mercury. Now, why there is kink in the clinical thermometer? Let's now study about the function of kink. The kink prevents the mercury level in the thermometer from falling on its own. This is the reason that when clinical thermometer bulb is removed from the mouth of a patient, the mercury level do not fall on its own. Due to this, we can read the correct body temperature of a patient even after removing the thermometer bulb from the mouth. So this is one of the important characteristic of clinical thermometer, that is the presence of kink. Now let's learn how to read a thermometer. Firstly, you should note the temperature difference indicated between the two bigger marks. Also note down the number of divisions between these marks. Now suppose if the bigger marks read 1 degree and there are 5 divisions between them, then one small division can read as 1 by 5 and a least count will be 0.2 degrees Celsius. Now what do we mean by least count? So students, least count is the smallest measurement that can be taken by a measuring instrument. So this is how we take a reading on a thermometer. And also, before using a thermometer, you should preferably wash it with an antiseptic solution, and you should ensure that before use the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. You must have noticed that doctors giving a jerk before placing the thermometer bulb into your mouth. Now, why do they do so? They do so because the jerk brings the level of mercury down and it falls below 35 degrees Celsius. And you should read the thermometer keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight. And the next important point to remember is that you should handle the thermometer with care. If it hits some hard object, it can break. And don't hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. Now you can see in the cloud that Bhujo got a naughty idea. He wanted to measure the temperature of hot milk using a clinical thermometer. So can he do so? So the answer is no. He should not use clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of hot milk. Why? Because a clinical thermometer cannot be used to measure high temperature, because it has been designed to measure only human body temperature, which varies over a short range, that is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. And if a clinical thermometer is used to measure highest temperature, it will get damaged. Then what kind of thermometers should we use for measuring the temperature of other objects? The answer to this question is laboratory thermometers. So what is a laboratory thermometer? A laboratory thermometer is a thermometer that is used for measuring the temperature in science laboratory. So like clinical thermometer, a laboratory thermometer also consists of a thin glass tube. It contains mercury in its bulb. But the difference is that the range of laboratory thermometer is generally from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Now let us study that how should we use the laboratory thermometer in our labs. We should never hold the thermometer from the bulb, and always keep the laboratory thermometer vertical. Dip the bulb completely into the liquid whose temperature you are measuring. The bulb or the stem of the thermometer should not touch the walls or base of the container. Take the temperature reading without moving the thermometer out of the container. While noting the reading, your eyes should be at the same level as mercury line. And also take at least 2 readings to avoid inaccuracy. And likewise, here also you should find the least count of thermometer before noting the readings. Now we talked that we should take the temperature reading without moving the laboratory thermometer out of the container. And a question also arises in our mind that can we use laboratory thermometer for measuring human body temperature? No, the answer is no. Because as soon as we take out the bulb of the laboratory thermometer from our mouth, or as soon as we will take out the bulb of thermometer out of the container, the level of mercury in the tube will start falling quickly. And this happens due to the absence of kink there. But these days, there is a lot of concern over the use of mercury in the thermometer, as mercury is toxic and is very difficult to dispose. So these days, we are preferably using the digital thermometers. So digital thermometers, what are these? Digital electronic thermometers, they measure temperatures with a heat sensor and they require a button battery. They measure temperatures quickly, usually in less than 30 seconds, and the temperature is displayed in numbers on a small screen. So these days you might have noticed that many people are moving to use the digital thermometers. We are preferring these digital thermometers. Now, as we have learnt about the two thermometers, that is clinical and laboratory thermometers, now let us briefly discuss the similarities and differences between the two. Now, the similarity is that both are used to measure temperature and the bulb of both the thermometers are filled with mercury. Now, what is the difference between the two? The clinical thermometers are used to measure temperature of human body, while laboratory thermometers are not used for the same. We are using laboratory thermometers for measuring very high temperatures of other objects. And the range of clinical thermometer in degrees Celsius is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, while the range of laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. So in this chapter, we have covered what is temperature, that is reliable measure of the hotness or coldness, and the tools that are used to measure temperature, that is thermometer, where we learnt about two types of thermometer, that is clinical thermometer having a range of 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius, and laboratory thermometers that is used to measure the temperature of objects having a range of minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. The next topics, that is the modes of transfer of heat, conduction, convection and radiation, and also the clothes that we should wear in accordance to the temperature, will be covered in the next video. I hope you have understood these concepts. See you in the next lecture. Take care. Thank you.